Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And a look at the defense now. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Back to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2 there. And it's third down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to air one out. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback. Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Here we go now.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And they'll run it here. Touchdown, Chicago! A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. We focus our attention on the Bears defense now. They'll be hoping to come up with that same type of effort they had last time when they forced the punt that led to a touchdown.
And that type of effort just continues to carry over, because once you get it done once, you feel like you can do it again and again. It's no guarantee, but you got to like the confidence that they take back out into the field.
Now, will they keep that confidence? Time to find out. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll go on the ground. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? And almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Detroit!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness, off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Surveying the field. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's taken to the 26. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. Here's the Bears defense as they head out to set up shop now. They forced the punt the last time, got off the field. I'm sure some of your D coordinators through the years, you liked when you heard those words, get off the field.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Or maybe you didn't like it when you heard those words.
It depended on when they were yelling them. But in this situation, absolutely perfect. Get off the field, force a punt, let the offense take over and do their thing, and it resulted in a field goal.
Now we'll see if they can do that again. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Now, that result is no surprise. This team is bringing back memories of what? The 85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens. Those teams were so great against the run, they made you abandon any plans of doing that when you played against them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So a couple failed attempts here for the ground game, assuming you pass here on 3rd.
Doesn't look like you're getting anywhere running the ball at all, so I would agree with you on that one. You've got to think about going to the air to try and pick up the yardage you need.
Anything in particular you look for on 3rd and long?
I don't think you go play action here. Just go back in the pocket, get out of your hands pretty quickly, and let your receivers do the work.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've hit the end of Q1. It's the Bears off to the early lead. We're back to Minneapolis in just a moment.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. Back to throw here. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for him throughout the game, and that 3-and-out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down following the run.
Let's go, Leopard! Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Third down now following the run.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Two yards to go here on 3rd down.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use his speed to get there in the run game.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe. And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll give it to him right up the gut. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down.
Here we go. Green 30.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Here comes the Bears punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they'll get him down up past the 15. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
So much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. A reminder coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll set up to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. What a spin. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Minnesota defense, we watch them get set to roll. They're just hoping for more of the same. Last time they forced the punt that led to a score.
They flipped the field, essentially, and that's what you want to do as a defense. Make sure that you put your offense in a great position to run their offense and put the ball in the end zone. That's exactly what they accomplished.
Yeah, they accomplished that last time. What will they accomplish this go-around? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
He'll look to throw, finding time, and incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got time. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. He'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll throw now on the final play. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So we reach halftime with a visiting big. Jeez, don't you at least want your guys to get a drink of water? Probably pretty thirsty. Whatever, your wish, our command. 3rd quarter now. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
His throw incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bears defense gearing up as they take the field. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught at the 25. A big play there for Minnesota. 43 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Another pistol look here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down. And the evidence shows last week's game, it's really leaked into a 2nd game now, Charles. What do you think of this?
And it's a surprise, isn't it? Because when we spent time watching them practice, talking with the coaches, they felt like a bounce back was going to happen this week. They were very confident in the game plan, thought the defenses they would see would present great opportunities for big-time runs. We're not getting that so far. I don't know if this is a game plan or if they're just being overwhelmed by the defense they're facing. But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked #1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And this one is right through. And that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but at least it does draw them back level.
And that has to be job one. A touchdown certainly would have been nice. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you get the rest of the second half to try and get yourselves in front.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
They come up in an offset eye. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got time in the pocket. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And they'll run it here. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target. Now, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They'll set up to throw, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Their big tight end, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
When the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there, it doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level, you end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points there, cheer, to start the fourth. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Going for it all. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Let's go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And the spin looked pretty, but more for style points as the real estate evaporated quickly there. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll look to throw here on first down. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And the seemingly endless drive continues. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
All right. surprise shift now to the Vikings defense. Last drive, touchdown surrendered. Here, see if they can stop them.
It's always a constant battle of letting the last series go, good or bad, but especially bad. Give up a touchdown. Okay, forget the finger pointing, forget the blame. Go back out and play the defense you know you're capable of and help your team out.
And probably look to the leaders, as always.
As always. They're going to be the ones going to grab some people and say, all right, let's do this thing.
And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
They're going to look to throw, and incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away, but that brings up fourth.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Returnable here from the 38. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
They'll set up a throw, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up down the numbers. There he goes. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Bears defense now back onto the field. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for him.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Throw now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here we go. 3-19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So this is the second consecutive week as you look at the numbers that he just doesn't seem to have the same pop as we normally see him with.
Is there an injury we don't know about?
That's what I'm wondering.
Because that's a legitimate question right now. We're used to speed, power, all coming together. And what I've always loved about him is his vision. You know, last week he didn't have that as well. Always thought he was picking the wrong hole to try and run through. And his blockers, they seem to be getting him to the right place, but he picked the wrong spot. We're seeing some of that again this week. Can they snap it together? Can they get back in sync? Because normally we see them go together very, very well.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Their big tight end, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears will add on to their lead. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 14 there, and that leads to a Minnesota first down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Back to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now let's go. Green.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that'll be incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just dropped to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 27 yards on the game there. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They'll drop the throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Surveying the field. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now on third and forever, he'll look to throw. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. 30 yards. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing.